everyone. So it is a new day and Tom and I are out today. It is Wednesday and today we wanted to do a sort of day trip. I might have Tom explain the garden part, but first we decided to stop in Malmesbury, which is technically the Cotswolds, and we've never been to that area before. So we just decided to go into town and see what it was all about. There's not much going on there, but we did see the Abbey, which was beautiful. We had some lovely conversations in there. We even bought a beautiful card. And yeah, we just took some time in there. It was beautiful. And after that, we walked around the town, just kind of down the main street. Again, very quiet there. A few cafes and restaurants, a few shops, but nothing too crazy going on, which was quite nice. So we didn't spend a whole lot of time there, but overall we paid for a couple of, or no, we didn't. It was free parking for 2 hours, so that was nice. So we just spent a couple hours there. And now we are at Whatley Manor, where I don't know if you have been following me for quite some time. You probably don't remember this, but a couple years ago, Tom and I won a competition to have a spa day here. And it is in Malmesbury, so that's why we decided to kind of spend time in the town first. And we are now at Whatley Manor. I will link below the video of our spa day that we had a couple years ago because it was still, I think, our favorite, right baby? It was the best. And Tom, do you want to explain the garden, why we're here today?
Yeah, so Whatley Manor this year are part of the National Garden Scheme, which basically means that private gardens up and down the land open their gardens for charity. So we're paying £9 each, which is quite a lot.
Yeah.
The gardens here are really nice. They're really nicely designed and curated and maintained. Very photo worthy.
Yes.
So yeah, so we're here to just get some content. Really have a nice time, wander around, have a look. Yeah. And yeah, just have fun really.
Yeah,
so,
it'll be great. And they do tea and cake. We might do that as well as a little treat. But it'll be lovely here. We love it here. It's our second time here now, and we're hoping to do the spa one day. We came in and we were like, we might as well do the spa while we're here, but it is not cheap, but it is very nice. So we definitely recommend Whatley Manor, and let's go enjoy the gardens. Hi everyone, so we are here in Bradford-on-Avon today, one of my favorite places in the world. And it's just a day off, and Tom was like, what do you want to do? And I was like, Bradford-on-Avon. And obviously it's been a few months since I've been back in the UK, so I'm wanting to do all my favorite things, go to all my favorite places. So that's what we're doing today. It is a beautiful day. It's a bit cloudy now, but very nice temperature. Like, I'm a little warm now. We just walked all the way uphill back to the car. But it's such a beautiful place. Bradford-on-Avon is very special to us. I always say that for many reasons, but it's a gorgeous place. So we were here for just a couple hours this morning. I went into some of my favorite shops. I found 4 books that are on my TBR, all of which were either £1.50 or £2, and I am in heaven, you guys. I love finding cheap books. You already know this, especially thrifting them. At charity shops, it's great. So I found 4, and I'll tell you about them later. And I also found a really nice L.K. Bennett piece, which I'll show you later as well. But yeah, so we had a lovely time. We're quite hungry, and now we are heading to Iford Manor and seeing the gardens there. We're going to start with lunch, which we booked yesterday, and it's just, again, a gorgeous place. If you are in the Bath area or surrounding areas, highly recommend Bradford-on-Avon and Iford Manor Gardens. It's literally like an 8-minute drive from where we are now. Beautiful gardens. They're very Italian looking. The restaurant is phenomenal, high quality, delicious food. And yeah, the gardens are sensational. We've been a few times, or a couple times now, but it's been a while since we've been back. So we are really, really looking forward to going. My outfit today is a favorite. I might have Tom film a clip of it though when we get there because it's hard to show you, but it's a Lauren Conrad dress from Kohl's. Some gold jewelry, hair up today so I can stay a bit cooler, and some nude heels, and let's get going. We are on our way to Iford Manor. I'm very excited. So it has been a few days since we went to Iford Manor Gardens, and I just want to quickly debrief and move on. So yeah, we had a lovely time at Iford. If you are ever, like I said, in the Bath, Bradford-on-Avon area, you need to see Iford Manor Gardens. They are incredible. There's a cafe, a restaurant. So we went and we first had our lunch. Now, there was a bit of an issue with the lunch. We had it booked in, I can't remember exactly what time we booked it in for, but we booked it in to make sure we had enough time to see the gardens afterwards, because the gardens close at 4. So the only issue, we made it there on time and everything, although I was wrong. It was not an 8-minute drive. It was more like 18 minutes from Bradford-on-Avon. I think it was because there was no direct way to get there. The roads, as you can expect in England, there's not really direct roads a lot of the time. So it took us a little longer than 8 minutes, so I was wrong about that. But it was okay. I was just so excited to get there, and we made it there on time. But the issue with lunch was that there was only one chef that day, and I guess they needed to kind of pause orders for a minute. So it took a long time to be able to order, which was a bit unfortunate. But other than that, I have to say it was worth the wait. We've eaten there before. The food there is so good. And while we waited, we ordered a hot chocolate. It was so good. I'm still dreaming about that hot chocolate, you guys. It was chef's kiss. Loved it. It was just normal hot chocolate with marshmallows and whipped cream. I need to go back and have another. I'm a big hot chocolate girl. I don't drink coffee. I drink tea, but I don't know, the hot chocolate, Tom tempted me. He was a bad influence and I loved it. So we both had a hot chocolate while we waited, which held us over for a little bit. And then our food, we finally got to order our food. And it was so delicious. I had the spaghetti carbonara, and I forget what Tom had. I think it was the gnocchi. It was the gnocchi, and we both had some bread to start. We ordered the bread thinking, because they have different sized portions, you can get the lunch size or the dinner. We went for lunch just because we were like, we don't need anything huge, and we ordered some bread to start. Little did we know it was going to be a lot of bread, different focaccia breads and different sourdough, and we were like, oh my gosh, and it was all delicious. Some even had sun-dried tomato in it, some had olives in it. It was all really amazing. It came with a pesto dipping sauce and olive oil, and we were like, oh my goodness, we weren't expecting that. And then our main dishes came, and we both had kind of filling meals, so we were very full by the end of it, but it was so good. So highly recommend the restaurant and cafe there. We just kind of went at an unfortunate time maybe where there was the one chef, but don't let that put you off. It is incredible. But if you're going to book both lunch and the gardens, make sure you give yourself enough time to see the gardens, because again, they close at 4. So we got into the gardens and we had maybe an hour. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was around an hour, and you need, I'd say ideally maybe an hour and a half, but also Tom and I were getting photos. We decided to go later in the day just because I think the time we wanted to go was fully booked, so we just had to make it work. So it was a little bit rushed in the gardens, which was a bit unfortunate. It is, I think, £10 per person to enter for adults at least, so keep that in mind as well. But it was 100% worth it. We like to get photos, like I said, so for us, we like to spend some extra time at a lot of places, especially beautiful gardens like that. So yeah, a bit rushed in the end, but I cannot wait to share the photos with you. I think by the time this video goes up, those photos will be live, so check out the elegant edit linked below. Yeah, Tom is amazing at what he does. I think lately especially he's been stepping up his photography, and he is just my inspiration. I've learned a lot from him, and I think my photos are better because of it. The ones I take, I mean. So I'm really excited to share them with you. They're some of my favorites we've ever taken, and it's also really hard to get a bad photo in such a beautiful place, but I was also dressed up and prepared, let me tell you. I was ready to go, and I felt so confident that day. I also bought just a few small things while we were in Bradford-on-Avon, and I thought I would show you what those things are. Mostly books, which I talked about, and a clothing item. So I'll start with the clothing item and then move on to the books because I'm so excited about them, you have no idea. Alright, so we went to one of my favorite charity shops, or secondhand shops, whatever you want to call it, and I always find something good in there, especially from a really nice brand. And this time I found one thing, and it was from LK Bennett. I don't own anything from LK Bennett, or I didn't previously, just because they are a very expensive brand, and a lot of their things are more like occasion wear, and I don't have many big occasions to go to in life. I love dressing up, as you know, and I tend to be overdressed, if you want to call it that, in my everyday life, going to the grocery store, going to a simple restaurant, but that's just how I like to do things. And this piece is truly so elegant and classy, and I love it so much, so I'll show it to you now. And you know I love a blazer. I'm a big blazer lover, and that's what this is. So I'll try it on for you. It is this beautiful white LK Bennett blazer. And I kind of like the, I'm not sure what you call it, but this design on the collar, it's not a normal collar that's folded over. It's almost like folded inward, if that makes sense. I know there's probably a name for it, but I can't think of it. But it is such a nice design. I don't have anything like it. It's just got the one button, very, very simple design, but I am so in love with it. I don't have a white blazer either. And it's just perfect for spring and summertime when maybe afternoon tea is something you're gonna do. Like Tom was saying, definitely for afternoon tea I could wear it, because I'm like, when am I gonna wear it? I have so many blazers and I need to wear them. So I could even wear it tonight. I just filmed to get ready with me and I really should have included it. Although we're having a Sunday roast, so maybe I shouldn't wear white. But dang, that would go with my outfit today. Anyway, I absolutely love it, and I paid 23 pounds for it, you guys, which is such a steal. If you know LK Bennett, you know they are extremely expensive. This probably would have been close to like 200 pounds full price. Maybe I'm off, I don't know, but it was definitely over, I don't know, it had to be somewhere around there because they're not cheap. That's why I don't have anything from them. But it is incredibly stunning, so I cannot wait to wear it. I need to go to afternoon tea, which is in the plans. We don't have a place yet, but I'm back in the UK. We need to have afternoon tea. And I'm currently reading this book called The Start of Something. I bought this last time I was here at a charity shop in Tetbury. And it's not a trending book, and a lot of the books I want to read are kind of like trending TikTok books, but whatever. But this one I just came across in a charity shop and I really liked the sound of it. So far it is pretty good. I'm actually really liking it. I don't think it'll be a 5-star read, but I'll let you know how I feel in the end. But that's not what I was really going to say. What I'm going to say is I found 4 books in Bradford-on-Avon at one of my favorite charity shops, and all of them were on my TBR. So you can imagine my excitement when I found 4 books. I was blown away and I love it so much. I have to share them with you. So this one I purchased at a different charity shop than the other 3. I got the last book in the Thursday Murder Club series by Richard Osman, and I've heard amazing things about this. It's been on my TBR. I was even showing my uncle my TBR recently, and he came across this one and he was like, he wanted to know more about it, and so I told him it's like a murder mystery series and he loves that kind of thing, so he actually started this series as well. So maybe we could talk about it once I finally start it, but I haven't started yet. I do own the first one. I found that one at a charity shop for £1, and this one I found for £1.50 at a different charity shop. This is the last one in the series, but I figured I might as well get it because I do plan to read them at some point. So now I just need the middle 2 books in the series, and if I have to spend full price on those, so be it. But I'm pretty sure they have this series at the Works, and I think each book is like £3. So maybe that's where I'm gonna go to get the middle 2. So eventually I will start this series. I just love my romance books. It's really hard for me to read something different, but I know I should because, again, I've heard amazing things. My friend Katie on YouTube recommended these as well. She read the whole series and loved it, so I'm sure I will too. It's getting around to it, you know? The next 3 books I got at a different charity shop, my favorite one to get books from, and oh my goodness. So I'll start with this one. So it's The Perfect Couple. I want to say it's Ellen Hildebrand, is that right? Now this is like the Netflix cover, which ideally I would have gotten the original cover. I don't love like the stickers that you can't remove and all of that, but whatever. You know, I may not even like the book, but it was £2, and so they turned it into a Netflix series, which I definitely want to see at some point, and I've been wanting to see it for a while, but I was like, no, I have to read the book first. So again, I think it's kind of a murder mystery type of thing. I don't really know if there's some romance in there, but I'd imagine maybe because it's called The Perfect Couple, I don't know, but it seems pretty cool, so I definitely want to read it and then watch the series. If you've watched it or read the book, let me know what you thought without spoiling it, obviously. Next, I found The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas, and oh my goodness, I've heard great things. A Wedding in Spain, the most infuriating man. 3 days to convince your family you're actually in love. Like, this is my cup of tea, and I'm so excited to read it. Again, I found it for $1.50, and this was on my TBR. I cannot wait. Is it dual POV? Because that's my favorite thing, but no, I don't think so, but that's okay. So I cannot wait to read this one. I think there are other books from this author that are on my TBR as well, so I will let you know what I think. And I think I was most excited about this one because, well, first of all, in the US and in the, compared to the UK, book covers are often different. Maybe not always dramatically different, but this one I think is. And also a different book from this author that I read is also very different on the cover in the UK. So I didn't recognize this book at first, and then I saw the author's name and I was like, oh my gosh. So as you know, I just finished reading Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren, and I really loved that book, you guys. I give it, I think, 4 stars out of 5. It was really, really good. And so Christina Lauren is an author that I've been keeping my eye on because I've been wanting to read The Paradise Problem and The Unhoneymooners, which I found at the charity shop. And again, the cover was different. It's I guess the UK version, and I think, I don't remember the original cover, but I'm pretty sure it was different to this, so I wasn't expecting to find it, and I just didn't even recognize it. So I saw Christina Lauren and I was like, what's that book? And then I was like, oh my goodness, I just read a book from her, or them, because it's 2 different women who write these books, Christina and Lauren, which is kind of cool. And so I cannot wait to read about it. Oh my gosh. So I think their books are really great summer reads as well, because The Paradise Problem and then The Unhoneymooners, yeah, this one I was so excited to read about. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I can't wait. I think this is another favorite author of mine still to this day. I know I always say it. Abby Jimenez and Lucy Score, I think, are my 2 favorite romance authors. So far, nothing has really come close. I think Christina Lauren might be another though. Not quite 5 stars for me, but we'll see. Maybe this will change my mind. I believe I'm gonna finish this video off here. I'm very ahead on videos right now. I've got my Marlowe vlog to go up, which you'll have already seen by now, this vlog to go up, and I'm gonna start a new one today. I have got a lot of videos coming up, but I vlog so much, and I have so many ideas for sit-down videos, but they do require a lot of planning, and I've been talking about this for so long. I really want to film more sit-down beauty, fashion, lifestyle videos, morning routines, evening routines, more fitness related. I really want to do all of that, but it just takes so much planning, and even though I have the time, the motivation escapes me, and I'm really trying to work on that. So forgive me if you're not into vlogs. I'm sorry. I really want to work on maybe less vlogging possibly, but they're also really fun to look back on, because even if just family and friends are watching, or whoever you are, I don't know, they're never my most popular videos, my vlogs, I feel like, but they're important to me because they're such beautiful memories to look back on. So I really honestly wish I started YouTube sooner. Like, I really wish I started when I met Tom, because that whole journey has just been insane. And also, I've changed so much over the past few years. I've grown up a lot in the past few years. I've matured so much, and I feel like a different person in the best way possible. But I really wish I started vlogging sooner, but it's okay. So either way, I will continue vlogging. Still want to do more planned out videos as well. So let me know what you want to see from me. But for now, I'm going to get going. I think I'll end this here. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.